Oh, look at that. I passed 1,000 subscribers.
When are you gonna post a real video, man? You haven't posted anything noteworthy in months.
Why does my conscience always a dick? And why does it sound like Tuck?
I'm not your conscience. You left your Skype open, idiot.
Oh, well hey bro.
Hey man, but seriously, you have to post something soon. You're letting down your fans.
Man, I was in a good mood. Now you killed it.
I'm just saying, it's been a while.
Hey man, I've got things I'm working on, okay? It's just taking a while.
Yeah, sure. How's that 100 subscriber special going again? Yeah, shut up.
I don't want to talk to him anyways. Man, now I'm sad. I guess I'll buy a game to make myself feel better. What's this game? Be at Hazard. Well, if it has the word hazard in the title, then I'm sure it has to be safe. Looks just like an old game of asteroids. Man, that takes me back. Reminds me of the 1940s, back when all we had to care about was getting a high score on Pac-Man and worry about Nazis invading. Good times. Alright, now just to download it. This looks interesting. Holy! Step it, boy! Beat Hazard is a wonderfully creative indie game that combines the simplicity of ancient arcade games like Asteroids and Galaga with music-centric gameplay. On the surface, Beat Hazard looks like a standard arcade shooter, but it has a special gimmick to it. You can choose songs from your computer's music library or choose from the assorted indie tracks included in the game to play in the background. But the additional choice of music is not all. The main attraction of it is that different frequencies of your music directly affect the gameplay by making you more powerful, your enemies more powerful, and of course the most important thing, making more lights flash. This allows you to get immersed in the game by choosing the music that you like and just having an overall fun time by enjoying its simplistic mechanics. The actual gameplay is no different than any other space shooting game. You have a main gun, 3 lives, and bombs that spawn periodically. You can also strive to get a higher score by picking up the score multiplier power-ups that enemies drop when killed. Achieving a higher score will allow you to increase in level. Enemies will randomly drop assortments of power-ups which include store multipliers, power and volume increasers, which increase the power of your ship and the volume of the music respectively, and enemies can also drop money, which leads into another system in this game. There is a group of perks that can be unlocked first by leveling up and then by purchasing with the money dropped by enemies. They can then be upgraded to be more useful. These perks include store multipliers, more volume and power, and higher difficulties for the advantageous. The added difficulties greatly prolong the life of this game. There are 2 difficulties that can be bought: insane and suicidal. Suicidal, of course, being the hardest of the difficulties. Seeing as you can choose whatever song you want, there's a lot of room for experimentation to see which songs you get the best results with. I've tried things like Bangarang by Skrillex, Break It Down by Shadow Beats, and Rocket Man by Elton John. Get it? Because the ship is like a rocket. Though, this game is not limited to dubstep and once popular classical rock hits of the 70s. It can be played with any song of your choice. I've tried the Pokemon theme, 2 Tickets to Paradise, and President Obama's 2013 inauguration speech.
We recall that what binds this nation together is not the colors of our skin, the tenets of our faith, or the origins of our nation.
Yeah, that one isn't very fun. The basic game will cost you $10, but on Steam there's a bundle that includes the original game, Beat Hazard Ultra, and Beat Hazard Shadow Operations for only $16. Beat Hazard Ultra is an expansion on the original game that includes more perks such as rockets, shields, lasers, and it also contains more enemies and bosses to fight. Included in the Ultra version is 2 new modes, the Boss Rush mode and the Online mode. Boss Rush mode is exactly what it sounds like. You just fight continuous waves of bosses until you lose. Online mode is where you can find online games to play with your friends or strangers. Too bad no one actually plays online. and I don't have friends. There's also a 2-player mode, but you have to have an Xbox controller for that. Beat Hazard Shadow Operations is DLC that is actually, for once, worth your money. It's $5 and adds plenty of new ships to use along with many challenges to unlock those ships. You can also create your own ship or download ones that people have made online. Also, it's noteworthy that with the addition of Beat Hazard Ultra, there is now an option to increase the visual intensity of the game. So being the idiot that I am, I did it, and good God, I can't see anything that's happening. You know, I would like to make a testimony that I'm actually good at this game, because being a nerd I derive pleasure from being good at pointless games, but I honestly can't say that I'm any good at this game, because I can't see a single damn thing that is happening. Sometimes I seriously just spin my mouse around hoping to not die. Regardless, this game is a great concept coupled with fun gameplay. Normally this type of game wouldn't keep me around for so long, but the fact that I can choose my own music that directly affects the game has kept me playing this game for much longer than I normally would. The added DLC also greatly prolongs the life of this game and is completely worth the money. For an indie game with a cheap price point, I had a surprisingly large amount of fun with this game, which brings me to my final verdict. Beat Hazard receives a 7 out of 10. It is a simple game with fast-paced gameplay and a creative concept, which included with the low cost and very worthwhile DLC, makes this game a good buy for anybody looking for a cheap, simple game. I'm Mr. Alfredo Sauce, and I swear that 100 subscriber special is actually coming!